Welcome to Get Roaring. I'm Rory. Fancy meeting you here. It's time for some NHL franchise mode action. Let's get that up. There we go. I think we're good. Well, we made a sizable deal last time, and we got Sergachev. Now, I don't know what that's going to do to Drysdale, because he might not be too happy about us. He's not happy with his teammates. He's marginally unhappy with me, but he's happy overall, so that might decline as we go along. We'll see. I mean, he's going to probably get first line minutes when people get hurt. So, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But I like him with Carlo. It's a pretty good combo. Marino and Walls are also good. We got Larson as our 6th. We're doing okay. Take a look at the sked. Pretty wide open. Trade deadline is coming up on is that March 1st? March 1st. So I don't know how much we're gonna do. Oh man, there's like 2 gems at 3-4, or sorry, 4-5 here. And the R scouts say they're 3-4. Not super impressive. More impressive. What was the quality of competition though? C. Interesting. Patty Kane. Wow. Interesting. Grinder? Grinder for Benoit. Good grinder name, Benoit. Andrus is a sniper. Oh boy. I think we're gonna fall somewhere. We would have fallen somewhere in the middle, but we did trade our first, so counting on the fact that we're probably going to do better this year. And also, Sergachev was hard to turn down. So, we'll see what we could do. No. I kind of wonder... Well, let me get to Montreal. Let me see. Let's go browse the trade block a little bit, shall we? Let's go browse the trade block. See if anybody's offering up their first round pick. Draft picks. Okay. Anaheim looks to be trading. Calgary. Columbus. Detroit. Edmonton, no. Los Angeles Kings want, but they don't have a surplus. I think we're looking for somebody who has a surplus but doesn't want. I don't know if that exists. Computer's pretty clinical in what they ask for. Let's try with Pittsburgh. See what's going on there. Actually, let's check out the standings for a second. Just a sec. Statistics, right? Maybe? There we go. Let's get there. The Leafers are at the top. Of the Atlantic. Let's look at the... Can we look at the whole entire league? Yes. Alright, the Leafers are 4th. Avalanche are 1st. Calgary's about the middle. They're about the same. They're close to us. Pittsburgh's a little lower, so is Nashville. I think Columbus was in there. So let's see. Let's see what Pittsburgh and Columbus are doing. We'll go to Columbus first. It said their first was on the block, like they were willing to trade it. What about Pittsburgh? I don't think too many teams like put it on the block though. Maybe Columbus's. Pittsburgh was close. I'm just curious. I don't know if anything's going to come of this, but like Walzer or Lalonde, yeah, of course. They want basically a top 5 pick for their mid-round pick. I don't think that's happening. Like, our picks are not worth anywhere close to theirs. Which means we're kind of on an upward trend. We'll see how it goes. I don't think anything is coming of that, because all the assets that we have, we want. The only one that's, I don't know, that was kind of a maybe is, like, I gotta figure out what to do here. Because McMuffin is entirely too good for the second line. It says he's the second line right now, but he's not staying there forever. Like, pretty good second line right now. Pretty happy with the composition of the lineup, so I don't really want to disrupt it. But I also know that I don't know. It feels like McMuffin is like a really good second liner. Which, if he stays that way, yes. That's okay. I guess there's no problem until there's a problem. Oh man, the Hurricanes have fired their head coach, Rick McMuffin. Rick. Was Snack out? Or did he just have a little injury? Is he a little injured? Yeah, he's a little injured. He's okay. He's good. He's good. We're still clipping it just a little above 500. We're in a playoff spot. All right. Corpy's a little hurt. Our options are not great. They are not great. I think we bring up Brassois and hope that he doesn't play a game. Best lines for Moncton. Okay. We'll just switch to the A, no problem. Sure. Okay. Nothing really. Okay, well, Drysdale got injured. Not really. Didn't really expect that. I think we move up Walzer. No, Marino. Marino should be on the second line, so we'll put Larson in. We still have Villeneuve up. Probably should send him down so he's playing. Keep the extra room for now. When Corpusalo gets back, we'll leave Laurent Brassois up there for a second. Lalonde is up to an 83. Pretty good. Pretty good for a 19-year-old. I think he's in the right spot. Yeah, I think our composition is still okay. And we'll deal with it, I guess. Not the best. That might be the only change I want to make at the deadline, is maybe flip Larson for somebody that fits a little better. Corpusalo back in. Good. And it'd be nice to have a mildly better goaltender in the A. So we'll see what we can do. All right, let's get right up to Ottawa here. I guess Coco's coming up because somehow Brassois got down to a 75. Heaven only knows. Our first line are all 90s at this point. That's amazing. Best lines for Moncton. Alright, Drysdale is back. Put him back in there. Put Marino back in there with Walzer. Alright. Well, I think we do sim against... Wow, Ottawa. Been there. Been there. But this should be like when they are absolutely ramping up. In 2030. They should be like at their peak around this time. So what is wrong with Ottawa? All things being equal. What did they do? What did they do? They still have Kachuk, Stützle, Batherson? Ridley Grigg is like 86 somehow. Gavin McKenna? Okay. Does it just drop right off? No. Maybe. Thomas Chabot, and then why is Jake Sanderson on their second pairing? Mad Sogard and Craig Gomez. This is a very confusing lineup. They should be better than 1837 and 7. Kind of weird. I do want to, before I forget, no, nobody's gonna want Brossois. Just it's gonna be true no matter what. We're going to put Adam Larson on the block. Rookie skaters. Sort by overall. Oh, who's this Ludwinski? Paul Ludwinski. Doing okay with Moncton. Maybe we try and get some assets for him. I hazard to say a 23, probably not going anywhere. Wants, funnily enough. No. No and no. Okay. Let's go with goalie. Like a backup. But I want kind of also, can I specify two-way? I only want like a year though. Let's go like 2, just in case. Overall, probably like 79 to 82, 81, somewhere in there. Just do just outside. Alright, we'll see what happens there. And let's go top 60. Again, not... Well, contract doesn't really matter. Maybe like 4 years max, but I don't want to be spending more than like 2.5. Alright. And I'd like them to be at least 80, I think. Let's try that. Let's just open everything wide. All right. Not a whole lot to offer there, but that's okay. I'm not looking to do a whole thing, you know? Just some tweaking around the edges there. Okay. Just before the deadline, let's sim our grudge match against Ottawa. Crank her up to 8 times. Let's go. Sergachev gets one. We are peppering them with shots. It's a good thing. All right. Second period. Pretty quiet game so far. 25 shots on, though. Oh, 5 on 3 for Ottawa. Oh, they get one on the latter half of it and a 5 on 4 to tie it up. We got our own. Ref evened it up, but, you know, nothing doing. Ottawa takes the lead. We blew that game. Still got time. But if we ain't scoring, we ain't scoring. We blew that one. Mad Sogard 33 stops. Corpusalo gets in there with 24, but yeah. We slightly had it, you know? Kind of blew that. I don't know. Alright. Advance a day. Go into the trade deadline, shall we? We're going to keep our current trade block since we curated it so nicely. Enter trade deadline. Let's go. Moritz Seider in his hair. Goodness. Why is Moritz Seider? Clause protected. Available. Why is Moritz Seider up there? Let's go to Detroit. Mo Seider. Eligible for trade? We can pick him up. Panthers doing business. Second and third and handle. Exchange for Lundqvist. What do you guys want for him anyway? According to block? Nope. Open block? Nope. Nothing. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna talk about Fight Club. Woo! That's a contract. Just seeing if anybody has any goalies available. Casa? What's the pay? Oh, perfect. What do you guys want for him? Huh? Larson in a fifth. We could do that. What do you got in the way of defensemen? Still eligible for trade. Defense. Provorov? What's he doing for contract? Whoa, buddy. defensemen are getting paid. Goodness. Provorov slated as a top 4. Let's move on. Whoa, big deal from Utah to Dallas. That looked like a lot. How does Connor Timmins fit? Defensive pairing 1. You say. Goodness. What are the Islanders doing? That's always a question, though, really. I don't know if any of these guys are much better than Villeneuve. Nick Perbix? He's slated as the top 4. He'd work on a defensive pairing 3 for me, but he would probably be unhappy. I don't know. Gavrikov or Montour? Probably Gavrikov might be interesting. What does their goalie situation look like? Sketchy? How come Billy Husso is making the big bucks? Kind of confusing. I don't know. Let's see if anybody offers us anything. Let's take a look at the trades that have occurred. Second and a third in Handel for Lundqvist. We saw that one. Ivan. Thomas Novak and 2 others. The Buffalo for Keaton Verhoff. A second and a couple other things. Montreal. Stranges. In exchange for a second and a third. Seems reasonable. Washington and St. Louis make a deal. Second and a third in order for Kesserling and Alexiev. Okay. The Flyers acquired Dawson Mercer for a second and goalie Lucas David. Dallas acquires Michelli and Akira Schmid and 2 others. I think that was a big deal we saw for Nikitin and a 5th. Edler. And our 3rd, and defenseman G. Odoline from Tampa. Tampa gets Lundstrom and a 3rd. I haven't seen any like blockbusters. I guess Ryan Lindgren's okay. Vancouver acquired him for a second and a 3rd. Bobby Brink, Phillips, and 2 others for Brendan Ward and Thoresen. Again, nothing super amazing, I don't think. Montreal wants his Nick Suzuki is on the block. Goodness. Paige Thompson's on the block. Jared McCann. Heineman. Hayden Gooley, Eklund, Matheson. Oop, something happened. Second and a third and McCauley in exchange for Hogue, Carrier, and Gwinnett. Okay. No, it would not. Well, nobody's making offers. Go back to our goalie hunting. LA? A second to San Jose in exchange for a third and a fourth and Holtz. Okay. I think we were... Were we headed this way? Oh, we got an offer. Ald for a second and a third. No? No? I don't think so. Lankinen came with too much money. Akira Schmid they just acquired. Bolasov? What's he making? Seems good. For Villeneuve. Interesting. Do we have any comparables to Villeneuve? Predators trade... I don't know. In exchange for a second and a fourth. In Makinen. Right, there's not too many comparables to Villeneuve. It's Benning. They don't want Benning. Will they take Laxinen? I don't want to toss Brossois in there. We can give them their 7th back. I don't know if this will do it. Sixth. 5th. Fifth and a 7th? I'm okay with that. Should we give them their 7th back? I think so. Okay, good. I'm okay with that. I think that meets our current needs. I'm still going to leave the top 6 defender in there. I would kind of like to see what we can get for this Ludwinski. Third and a fifth. Probably like a third and a fifth. Let's do that. Get some draft capital. Wang could be something. I mean, I don't think we get much for him in terms of trade. It'd be like, yeah, fourth. OEL? Hold on. It's in our top four. Eh. Yeah, maybe. How sure are we about his rating? For sure. I think I'm okay with that. As our extra. Okay. And then I think we trade Larson. Nice if we could get something different. You know what? Let's... Who's offering? Leafs? It's like the usual. Basically the competitors, I think. How good is Vegas? Vegas is not good. Let's take a look at their second. Oh, okay. Well, not worried about it. It's fine. It's fine. We got OEL for a little depth. I don't know if Wang was going anywhere, so. Ooh, who are you? More defensemen. Sure. Okay. We have entirely too many people. Let's... NHL. Okay. You and you can go down. Goalies. Oh, right, okay. Because we have injuries. Oh, boy. I'm okay. Come on. We're good there. Defense. Okay. Why is Carlo there? Okay. We can... We're just going to leave it for now, but if we need a forward, we'll bring up a forward. That's fine. Yeah, okay. Well, not an eventful trade deadline, but it was okay. Let's see what the calendar looks like. We got Beefalo and Tirana right after each other. So we're going to go for that. Now that Mel plays for us, we don't have to worry about Utah. I want to improve our top 4 defensive group. That we did. Sergachev. Owner's happy. I'm happy. We're all happy. I think... Season tickets, again, we're going to cut them just under the limit. We want to make them appealing to purchase. I think we need to sell tickets, so I'm going to worry about the season tickets in the off season. Nick Paul has a sore knee, not a form of knockoff electronics. It's not a sore knee. It's a sore knee. Let's get that right. Okay. Did it? It messed up my... It did... Ah, it's agitating. Why is John Marino on the 4th line? What? We could put him on the 3rd line. Oh man. Interesting. Interesting. I think we still go here. Balls are left. I mean, maybe OEL could actually do that. Who's scratched? Larson. Okay, let's put Larson there just for a second. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Okay. Wow. Dallas is 42, 18, and 7. Goodness. We're 29, 27, and 10. How are we doing in the whole standings thing? We're just outside the playoffs. We're 4 points behind the Canadians. Still got a long way to go, though. Okay, let's get things settled here. Roster moves. We could bring up Ludwinski. I think we do. All right, hold on. That's fine. Kidney can go up. We switch these two? I think we're good. Defense. I'd like Marino to be in there. Okay. Now. What? How did I trade the Nuge? Am I crazy? Something has gone wrong here. I did not mean to trade the Nuge. What just happened? Oh, I don't know what just happened. I wasn't paying attention, I guess. A third and a fifth from Colorado. For Nugent Hopkins. I thought it was choosing Ludwinski. Stranger Things. I don't know. I don't. Okay. Okay. I'll have to review the tape on that one and see how far off in left field I was. Maybe I was thinking about lunch. I don't know. Alright. Let's just move ahead with life. Don't worry about it. I guess. See what Snack's doing. I guess Al wasn't here to save me. That's usually what happens. All right. We can I think I'm losing my mind. That's kind of what it feels like. I think we can bring up Robbins, maybe? I think I'd rather give Insta some time. Let's do that. Best AHL lines. Where does Instas fit the best? He's a fourth line forward. He fits well in the fourth line. Maybe we put him in for Bear Boulet. Just see how he does. Push him with Zucker. There we go. Should be good. Give him some time, you know? Zucker's great on the fourth line. Is same as Ludwinski. Yep. Good fourth line, I think. I feel a little crazy. I don't know, I don't know. Moving too fast, I guess. Roster moves. Somebody's gonna go down. It could be Nick. What did we sign him to? $1.75. I think we can send Bear Boulet down. People like him though. Kidney? Send Kidney down. Fine. We can get Nick Paul in on the third line. Let's try that. He's a little hurt, but he'll be fine. Power play? Sergachev, let's put with... Is Drysdale in the first? Drysdale and Mel, sure. We'll put Marino there. That should be fine. Millie, kill line 3. Now I need to know who's on 2 and 1. Carlo and Drysdale. Sergachev and Bolton. Walzer and Marino, I guess. Oh, arduous. I'm guessing Walzer and Marino again. Okay. Extra lines. 4 on 4, line 3. Drysdale, Walzer. Sergachev and Bolton. Carlo and Marino. Marino's on the third line of everything. All the things. Okay, are we settled? Good enough. Good enough. Alright, let's check out the draft class. Not that we have much going on, but kind of curious to see what's going on over here. I like this Endrist. Well, was it Endrist? I'm a look. I like Endress here, but I don't know if we're going to be able to get in there without dealing some serious stuff. What do we got in the second round? Top 9. You're interesting, kind of. The competition, maybe not. I don't know. Typical second round stuff. Elite medium, maybe? I don't know. Somebody scouting you? Maybe they should. I don't know what my scouts are doing. Alright. Alright. Oh, let's just continue with life. Alright. Where are we standing? Well, I'm sitting, but that's not what I'm talking about. We are 2 points out of a playoff spot behind Montreal. The Devils have 80, so it's pretty much Montreal that we can catch, and that's it. Unless... Nope, the Flyers are bad. Okay, so we're trying to catch Montreal. Do we have any games left against them? We do. We have one. So we got it. That one we got a sim. All right, let's see what happens. Beefalo. Beefalo is 26-38-6. So in theory, we should be doing okay. Dylan Cousins scores a power play goal. Didn't really check our penalty killing, so could be anything really. Sergachev gets one on a UPL. 1-1 after 1. We got 17 shots on. Oh goodness. Okay. Carlo gets one in. Defense are scoring. Anstis scores. Nick Paul. Goodness. I don't know what's going on. Can't even take a sip of water before HB scores. 5-1. It's all Hamilton in the second period, which I'm fine with all the time. All right, third period, 5-1. Shots are 33-21. We should be beating them. Nick Paul in his new role on the third line is doing well. On Vanacek, backup for the Florida Panthers currently. 42 shots on, 43. Anstis scores again, 7-1. Hopefully we didn't use up all our goals, but, you know, most of them were by Nick Paul and Anstis. 2-1 for Anstis, Sergachev 1-2, and Snack got in there with 29 stops. Not a light amount of shots for Buffalo, but we got many more. Many more. Alright. Well, the Leafers are a much better team. They're 26-39-6. The Leafs are 49-18-5, so this is going to be a challenge. Zadorov scores on Snack. A shorty by William Nylander. Willie gets a shorthanded goal. Turcotte scores 3-0 for the Leafs, goodness, on 7 shots. Colvin scores on Dennis Hildeby, goodness. Snacks in net versus Hildeby, and we're getting lit up. That's not what I would have called. That's not what I would have thought. 3-1 after 1. Colasar scores on Corpusalo. Snack got the yank after 1. Niemela scores on Corpusalo, 5-1 for the Leafs. It's the exact opposite of the last game. Matthews scores. Only they have 19 shots. We had like 40 something. Power play for us, nothing doing. Oh man, this feels like light work for the Leafs. Any hope at all? Anybody? Well, here's the difference between a championship level team and us currently. Eggs gets one on Hildeby just to save a little pride, 6-2. Yikes. Well, we're nowhere close to the Leafs. So Willie 1-2, Turcotte 1-1, and Colasar 1-1. Okay. Kinda got rocked. Well, our game against Montreal is all the more important. They are 34-31-6. We'll see where we are once we get to them, and hopefully it means something. Wow, it's not looking good. If we're hitting a slide like right now, that's not good. Okay, we're basically 500 most of this month. Anaheim, we hit the win, and then a loss. Back and forth. A win. Vancouver. Vancouver's as good as the Leafs. A loss. All right. How are we looking? We are 1 point behind the Canadiens. This game could not matter more. All right. All right, let's take a look at some stuff here. They are about equal to us. I'd like to take a look at our penalty killing and our power play just for a second. All right, power play. We're gonna shuffle some stuff around here. I'm gonna put McMuffin on the second. I think we go with we'll have Tolvin in on the second. You know what? Let's give Anstis a try here. Finisher should be Mel. Distributor. We'll go with Days. Puck carrier. Days. Kind of want Drysdale, but Days has got tape to tape. Of course, face-off formation aggressive. That's fine. All right, second line. Definitely not how I want this. All right, let's work some stuff out. Zegras I do want. Lalonde I also want. But McMuffin I want in front of the net. Finisher Tolvanen. Distributor Sergachev. Tolvanen will carry. Where do we go McMuffin? Maybe we go McMuffin. He gets it in deep. Zegras says puck on a string. Yeah, maybe we'll go McMuffin. Freight trained it in there. Okay. McMuffin's probably taking the face off. Yeah, McMuffin's taking the face off. I think we're good. Okay. Let's try that. Alright. I'll just go with that. I'm not going to bother too much with the penalty killing. Alright. Well. Let's Sim versus Montreal in this grudge match against them. Which really matters because we're 1 point behind them. So if we can win this in regulation, we put ourselves 1 point up and into a playoff spot. So this matters. And of course, Lane Hudson scores in like the first 3 minutes. McMuffin gets one back on Askarov. All right, tight game. Tight game. 1-1 after 1 going into the second. Shots are close. Score is close. Everything's close. Lane Hudson has Snack's number, gotta tell you. All that power play editing is not going to help if we don't get any power plays. Trevor Zegras puts one in, though. All right, end of 2. 2-2. Montreal's got the edge in shots now, though. Probably because of that power play. That's what I'm going to tell myself deep down in my heart. Power play, nothing doing. Okay. You know. Anstis scores. 3-2. Oh, Heineman gets one back. Tied. Well, this is going to be tough. We have to get the overtime or shootout winner. We have to. Shootout. Caulfield, Mel, Suzuki. We needed that. We needed to beat Montreal. That was rough. That was rough. I don't know if it's possible now. We have what, 1 game left? I guess it's... I don't know if it's still possible. We'd be tied, but they would have more regulation at overtime? No, maybe... I don't know. I don't know if that's locked up or not. They're in the wild card, but they haven't clinched. Like, what does the Metropolitan Division look like? Philly's got 80 points. Oh, we have 30 regulation and overtime wins. They have 29. They've gotten 10 wins in the shootout? What? That's madness. Okay. So, we have to win, and they have to lose. That's the scenario we're in. We'll see if it even matters. Canadians still have not played. So let's sim against the Islanders. Grudge match! Grudge match! They're all grudge matches now, every game. I guess like at the end of the season it matters, I don't know. Power play. Our changes mean nothing. Oh, goodness. There we go. Eggs, power play goal. It does matter. Okay. I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. Power play for the Islanders. HB gets one in on Sorokin. Okay. We got 2 now. Full insurance. Are we doing our part? Oh, Pospisil puts one in. But Poitras gets one back. Nice. Okay. Little insurance. Little breathing room. 3 minutes left. 2, 1. All right. We did our job. As much as we could have, we did our job. We should have beat Montreal. Like, at least got the overtime win. That way we wouldn't be as tight in this situation. But still would be behind them, I think. Well, let's see what happened. Montreal locked it up. They won their last game of the season. That is heartbreaking, but we held our season in our own hands against Montreal. If we beat them in regulation, . even if we beat them in OT or shootout, we would have 86 and they would also have 86, and I think we would have got it. So we just needed to beat them that game. We couldn't let them have that extra point. That's what killed them. Killed us. They're fine. They're in the playoffs. All right. Oh, don't want to do that. Well. Is the season over? There we go. We were close though. What a difference. Owner's not happy about us not winning on the road, but we're... Oh, and it's Toronto, Montreal in the first round. Boston and Detroit. Panthers face New York and Jersey and the Lightning. Both very angular logos there. Edmonton gets St. Louis. The Canucks get the Ducks. Canucks and Ducks. There you go. The Jets and Dallas. Sounds familiar. And Chicago goes up against the Avalanche. Well then, let's see how the team did in the season. Mel led the way with 79 points. Big difference, I guess, since the last season. She had 32 goals, 79 points. Lalonde had 24, HB had 23, Tolvanen had 23, Days had 21, Zegras 21, and McMuffin 18. Points-wise, Mel led the way. Days had 75, HB 74. Eggs had 56. Lalonde 50. Lalonde had a really good season. I think Lalonde is going to be pretty fantastic. Tolvanen 49 points, Trevor Zegras 40, Poitras 28. How did our goaltending do? Snack 50 games played, 24 wins, 17 losses, 909 with a 290. The 909 I think is okay, 290 a little high. Corpusalo 12, 15, 5 and 5 for 889 and 341. I mean, I don't know how we could have done better with our backup. Well, we would have been facing the Leafs if we went in there. That would have been exciting, but also scary. I guess we just simulate and see who wins the cup. Better season overall. The owner is happy. Very good. Well, it looks like Moncton went for a round. What does our draft board say? Projected picks. Tampa is going to be mid-second round. Okay. Mid-second round. Around the 40s here. Maybe look to see if there's any other gems. There's a goalie. And then those two at 4 and 5 technically. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to be able to do much in the way of moving around. Colorado Avalanche have won the Stanley Cup. The Rockford Ice Hogs are the Calder Cup champions. See what happens. We'll keep current ticket prices as they are. San Jose wins the draft lottery, goes to 1. Carolina goes to 2. Buffalo, Ottawa, Washington, Los Angeles, Nashville, New York Islanders, Columbus, and Vegas round out the top 10. Utah gets the 15th overall pick for Sergachev. I think that's worth it. All right. Let's take a look at how things went. So, oh, it was the Leafs. Oh my goodness. They went to 7 with Montreal. New Jersey in the battle of the slashing icons. Although, would be that way on the camera. Anyway, doesn't matter. New York gets past Florida in 7. Detroit gets past Boston in 6. Good for Detroit. Toronto beats Montreal in 7. That, if I were a fan of that series and a playoff team that like barely snuck in over another team, i.e. us, took me to 7, I might be a little stressed. Although they destroyed Detroit in the next round. New York Rangers beat New Jersey 4-1 in the I don't know, New York metropolitan area series. I don't know what you call that. And New York got just obliterated by the Leafs. So after the Leafs had a tough time with Montreal, they went 8-0 before getting wiped out in the Stanley Cup by Colorado, who also destroyed the Oilers. The Oilers went to 7 with the Canucks. They went to 6 with Dallas. And they went to 5 with Chicago. And Dallas just wiped out Winnipeg. The Canucks versus the Ducks went to 7, and the Oilers went to 7 with St. Louis as well. Oilers had a tough tread there. They played a lot of games before they got to the conference final, and then just gave it up. The Leafs, though, that'd be rough. Getting to the Stanley Cup final and then just getting swept. Colorado must be something else. I didn't take a look at the league player stats, so let's take a look at the whole NHL. Fire Lake, there we go. Pasternak in Boston, 121 points, 76 goals. Rantanen, 120 and 68 goals. This is if he was still part of the Avalanche, because they probably would have kept him in this game. There's not too many times in the game where I'm like, wow, the game did a better job than real life, but you know, anyway. McKinnon, 111 points, 54 goals. Reinhardt, 111, 47. Connor McDavid, the age of 33, 108 and 53 goals. Austin Matthews, 64 goals and 106 points. How old is Austin Matthews now? 32, so you're younger than McDavid. Okay. Barkov, 106 with 46 goals. Cole Caulfield, 104 with 64. Goodness. 99 goals, 99 points and 55 goals for Connor. Eichel, 99 and 43. Mitchie hit 98 points with 29 goals. Tuck, 97 points. Alex Tuck, what are you doing, bud? What are you doing? He didn't do this. Well, our team was bad, but anyway. Yeah, he did not have the teammates that he was probably with Pasta, honestly. He probably didn't have Pasta when he was on our team, but anyway. All right, I gotta go back and check later what I did. Awards? Let's take a look at awards. Not that losing, not that losing Nugent Hopkins was the end of the world, because Lalonde is stepping up, but it was kind of, I don't know what happened. I thought I selected Ludwinski. I don't know, I just need to pay more attention, I guess. Colorado Avalanche win the cup. Pasta, Art Ross. Rantanen, the Hart Trophy. McDavid took it 3 years, Barkov, and then Rantanen. Morgan Riley of the Leafs won the Norris Trophy. Goodness. After Cale Makar took it for 3 years. Pasta gets the Lady Byng. Denwye, I guess. Calder, New York Islanders. Okay. Conn Smythe goes to McKinnon. Makes sense. Kenzie Blackwood gets the Vezina and the Jennings. Goodness. George gets the Bill Masterton. The Ducks coach gets the Jack Adams. Selke goes to Rob Thomas. Ted Lindsay goes to Rantanen. And the Maurice Rocket Richard Trophy goes to pass after Austin Matthews wins it 4 years in a row. Goodness. All right. Good times. We'll get up there. We'll have people up there. One day. We're getting there. We're starting to move. All right. I want to... Let's advance a day. We'll see who retired. Brad Marchand. Well, he was kind of buried in the minors. He played in Moncton. We just signed him to a ridiculous contract of $9 million just to fill cap space, really. But he retires. 572 goals, 1,400 games played, 1,289 points. Brent Burns, he was in Edmonton, kind of. He was in their AHL team. Over 1,000 points, 300 goals, 1,739 games at the age of 45. Brent Burns retires. Tyler Seguin ends up in Calgary. I guess he was with the Wranglers at that point. Over 1,000 points, over almost 500 goals, 1,300 games. Taylor Hall, 363 goals, 889 points, and 1,263 games. Tyler Toffoli, 379 with 841 points and 1,291 games. Zach Hyman, 38 years old, 353 goals, 802 points, 989 games. Jeff Skinner, well, 38. Almost 400 goals. Pretty good. In 1,253 games. Brock Nelson, likewise, pretty similar. Couturier retires. Riley Smith retires. Anders Lee retires. Karavainen retires. Dougie Hamilton at 37. 1,150 games, 211 goals, 626 points. Niederreiter, Johansson, Gostisbehere. Or Gots to be here, if you want. I don't know. Devin Taves, interesting. Devin Taves is 36. Devin Taves? Kevin Hayes. Alright. Petrie retires. Brendan Montour. Wenberg. Jasper Fast. Let's take a look at... and see if it was just Brad Marchand for us. Yep, just Brad. Goalies? Done for us, well, obviously. Alright, let's go with everybody for goalies. See who called it today. Freddie Anderson. 424 wins in 752 games. Goodness. Rhyme time. Optimus Rhyme, James Reimer. 267 wins in 603. Jordan Binnington, what a guy. 259 wins in 524. Merzlikins retires. And Anton Forsberg. Garrett Sparks. Garrett Sparks. Calder Cup winning champion with the Toronto Marlies. There you go. So was Calvin Pickard. Alright. Well... Gostisbehere ends up being a coach. Cool. Did we have anybody? I don't see any ham. No Moncton. Okay, we're good. Alright, let's take a look at the draft class. It'd be nice to get in here. Andrus moved up to 3rd. That is not a surprise. I think he's our scouts were correct on that one. I don't think we're gonna get in there. Don't think so. Andrus is going to be pretty good, though. Does Brewer have, like, big rig? That's Andrus still. Brewer. Thank you. He's going to be something else. Alright. Wow. Our pick is back here somewhere. Let's take a look at the draft board again. Projected picks. Pick number 20 in the second... Okay. 53? They have this like 40 something. That's not how it goes. Boganicki is a gem. That's kind of interesting. could be something. We're looking in here, though. I don't know. I don't know, man. Interesting. Let's check some, see if we got some surprise potential in here. Interesting. We'll just mark that there. What are you? Is that true? It might not be. Brian Leach, okay. Shall we do a little interview? I think so. This could be a gem. Not like one of their gems, but, you know, a gem. What do we know? Did I pick the right player, or? We know there'll be 5 years, so this is a project. Let's go playstyle. Playstyle. Hybrid, okay. We'll do strengths and weaknesses. Okay, I don't sure. What was happening there? Gosh. Okay. I thought this was something interesting, but was I looking at something else? Okay, I don't know. I'm not sure what happened there. Sanford is actually kind of interesting. I thought I saw somebody with like a bunch of A's and stuff. That's Sanford again. Maybe it was like a residual from one of the higher players? I don't know. Maisonneuve. Sylvain Maisonneuve. Cool name. Alright. Not so sure about any of this. Holt is somewhat interesting. Is the playmaker. Everything's okay. That's, to me, that's about a second round pick. Good second round pick. Seems accurate. Enforcer, A play. Okay, there's something here. Let's interview Ed Owens. Let's ask him about play style and readiness. Usual too. Stay-at-home defenseman. Preventing goals is my forte. Readiness. 2 years. Pretty good. Strengths? Probably physicality? Yep. Okay. Seems about right. Pretty good for 204. That could be a diamond in the rough type pick. So we're gonna try and get him late. I don't know, it's an overager. A 20-year-old, 105 over 106. Hard wrist shot, offensive instincts. Maybe there's something here. See? Playstyle, we want to make sure they're a sniper in 3 years, alright? Sniper, okay. Readiness? 3 years? Pretty standard for, I guess, this late. Strengths? Skating? Shot, okay. Reese Primo. Could be okay. E-competition, though. Out in the dub there. Alright. Commonly, I'll look for to see if my scouts think they're better than their current draft ranking, because that's a kind of an interesting indicator. 2 years. Another 20-year-old. Probably 3 years. Probably very similar. I guess we talked to Boganicki here. You know he's 3 years. Have an interview left? Oh, we don't. Okay, we're good. Gonna see if there's any more players that are somewhat interesting. Okay, I think we're good. We'll see what we can get. Alright, trade block. Bunch of picks for some reason. Let's just check aged guys. I don't know. Basically anybody over the age of 33. So 34 and higher, I think. Also, actually, let's do surplus. Forward. Let's just do 33 and up. Defenseman. 33 and up. Actually, I think I'm okay for this draft. We'll look for future picks if we can get them. You know what? Let's just open everything. I don't want to limit them being interested in making a trade because of that. What? Okay. Okay. Just want to check contracts for a sec to see if anybody is not going to ask for an extension. Marino and Zegras. Zegras I'm kind of curious about. 5.7. Yeah, I don't know if I want to trade Zegras yet. Marino, kind of okay with it. He does fit the second pairing well. But we're going to have... I'm going to take a look at my defense here for a second. Because I kind of want... I don't know. Carlo wants to resign. What does Carlo want to resign at? 5.9. Seems alright. Because if I have Drysdale with Carlo... I don't know. If I have T-Bone and Sergachev, then I want Walzer probably... I don't know if he's going to do another year on the bottom six, but also have Ald coming up, I believe. Yeah, we'll have Ald coming up. And I don't know if he's going to play... Like, I don't know if he's going to get into NHL minutes, or he might. So then, does Walzer play with Ald, maybe? See, I don't know if I want to extend Carlo for 3 years, like maybe 2. That drastically decreases it. He doesn't want a clause though, which is nice. So I could sign him to 3 and just trade him if I need to. He's down to a top 6 D exacto, so maybe that's not the way to go. Maybe that's not, because he could decline by next year. I think we just see what happens with our 33 and over crowd. Alright. Let's go into the entry draft. Always curious, does anybody want to trade a top 5? They do not. Buffalo definitely does not. Let's find out from Buffalo what that's worth. Probably a ton. Days. Days or Lalonde in a second and a third. Lond is pretty good. If there was more X Factor stuff going on for Endress, that's a tough one. Not a surprise. It's still about the same. Those firsts are not going to be nearly as good as this player, so... Buffer a little. They have a lot of picks, goodness. The two first might not even match this. Do 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 do. Just seeing if I can sort of sneak up there. Nope. Two of our firsts aren't going to do it either. All right. Let's take a look at the draft class for a sec. Is there anything I want to move up on? Boganiki, I wouldn't mind. I guess it depends on what it is. 43. Anything else I want? 43. And like 103. Okay. Round 2. 43, about like number 10. Okay. You guys have another pick? 76. Let's see if I can shuffle a 109. They don't really want our stuff. Let's look at Vegas. We'll do it the other way. $43. All the third and kidney? Goodness. Poitras, a third and a sixth. I don't know if I want to do that. And shuffle out Poitras for something. Ludwinski? Who I meant to trade? Let's go with Ross. See if that works. Throw in a sixth. Another sixth. No, okay. Okay. Now... we'll just take the occasion to negotiate with Artem Zub. That's fine. Brendan Carlo, I think we're probably not going to negotiate with. Bjorkstrand. Can we get like a 7th or something? 7th round pick? Probably not. Is there 2 players we can lump in here? Adam Larson? Yeah. What? Silly. I don't know. I don't know. Age. Dalamaki? Any draft pick at all. Any any draft pick at all. Okay. All right, so nothing's coming of that. That's fine. All right, let's go to 43. And we'll take Boganiki. I think it was Boganiki that we were going to take. It's still Boganiki. All right. We have 53. We want to bother with anything with 53? Probably not. It was 103 that we need something for. Maybe we have... It's always a little off, though. A third and a fourth. That was 109 that we had, okay. So if I include that for 101, can I get another like fourth next year or something? 2/5? Let's try that. Big Primo. Let's take a look in the book. 130 is a gem. 204, 216. So we need like 127. Where are we now? 127. We're around here. Maybe Winnipeg? What? What are we talking about? Corpusalo? I mean, I guess it's his rights. I kind of figured he was okay as a backup, though. You got a goalie for me? Kind of weird. That's okay. You'll make a lot out of that second round pick in like 3 years or whatever it was. I almost feel guilty about taking this 7th round pick in 3 years. I mean, I think you're an idiot. That's okay. Draft class. Where are we at? 204, so I like need 201 and 212, somewhere in there. Anyway. Let's do the business. Did I calculate that wrong? Oh, did I calculate it wrong? I might have. I did. Shoot. So who were we looking for? Was it Bodie? Oh, he got taken like right before. I didn't go early enough. Let's see what Dallas wants for him. If it's a lot, then I'm not going to bother. If it's more than like my current pick that I have. What? What? Okay. Okay. Sometimes you don't go early enough. Sometimes you don't go early enough. Jacqueezy? I don't even know. Who had the 5th like next year? Alright. Honor Doer, what's up? Take that. Let's do that. Do it without the 7th. We'll add in a 7th. From 4 years from now. Okay. Kind of interested in what this is. Will they do that? Okay. That should be okay. Big Owens. Okay. We're at 190. Man, I can't believe I missed out on that goalie. Sanford is at 216. Where are we right now? 190. Oh, 190, 192, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 198. 99. 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 207. Just make sure I didn't mess that up. Should be good. Okay. These are long shots, but man, I wish we got that goaltender. I think it was actually worth something. Oh, did he get taken? What? What? Sanford? It happened again. I got 207. He was like 216. Oh my gosh. Twice in one draft? I thought I was safe. Maybe they changed something with the computer because it's usually really predictable. Rookie goalies. Wow. Okay. Somebody offer me a 7th like next year. Please. Yoki Haru. Alright, let's make sure he doesn't have some stupid contract that I don't know about. We're good? Okay. Take it. Goodness. Wow. Weiss, man. Stolen from under us. I gotta be a little more aggressive now. I didn't realize the computer was going to be that... Like, usually it's pretty predictable. Like, 3-4 spots before it's coming up. You get one of those picks and you're good to go. But... Pretty good coach. Teaching and his influence are high, so wouldn't mind re-signing him. He's actually an AHL associate coach. Interesting. Kind of liked him though. Plus, he's not overly expensive. Give him a little boost. Teaching is B. Again, little boost. Might not have room, so I'm just going to leave that for now. Okay. Okay, scouts. Definitely get the A in there. Where's my limit on B's? B minus is down here. Maybe we just go with B's. I don't know, it's not always easy just to get like the A's in there, so maybe we'll go with the younger ones and see if they can get better. The rest of the season, everything I'm gonna let go. So we'll just let them expire. Okay. Free agents. Sergachev. Can't extend him yet. Alright, let's start with RFAs. Lewinsky, yes. Goodbye. Conrad, 2370. Third round pick by us. Not looking like anything particularly special, so I think we'll release. Goalies. Definitely release. And release, I think. Okay. We have these two, Corpusalo. That seems right. He's 36 though. He wants 2 years. Yeah, we're gonna have to do 2. You know what? Whatever. Just give him what he wants. Should be fine. What do you want? Perfect. Willing to do 2 years. Crank her up. Offer. Good. Okay. I'm happy with that. All skaters. Alright. You know what? Let's start with defense, because that's where the most changes are going to occur. Artem Zub does not want to resign. Do we know if Zub fits? No. Okay. So what I'm looking at next year is T-Bone and Sergachev 1-2, and then we got Drysdale, and then we'll have Walzer and Ald, and then our plethora of randos. I think OEL will let go. Larson, I think we'll release. He's not too happy anyway. Allen, release. Okay. Arlo. $5.65 for 3. He's 33 years old. His potential is top 6 exact. That's what gets me kind of concerned. I don't think I want to sign him to that contract, unfortunately. That puts Drysdale with Walzer. I don't think I'm going to re-sign Zub, so we'll just get rid of that right now. Yoki Haru, though? I don't think so for that kind of money. I'd rather have more knowledge about somebody I'm going to give 2 point something. You guys could probably resign. One way. No. I thought so. How many of you guys do we have, actually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think Villeneuve is not shaping up with the way we would hoped. We're gonna let Owens take a minute because he's not, you know, we don't know what he is yet, so we're not gonna worry about that. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. We might need a 6th. And then we got plenty of guys that can play 7th. So I'm not too worried about that. Two-way, that's fine. You're in. Good. Okay. I'm happy with that for now. I think we'll... If Walzer's playing with Drysdale, then we'll need a 6th, I think, to play with Alt. And then one of these guys can be our 7th. Alright. Let's go with forwards. Alright. All the big ones are signed. Zegras does not want to resign, but what does Zegras want? 2 years at 4. Cap space is only at 17 million right now. So we're actually into the point where we gotta start thinking about things and not just trying to make sure people can fit. Make sure that we get to the floor, because we got some big salaries going on, and I believe Snack's getting paid. Corpusalo's fine. So, okay, let's think about this. So our first line is going to be Days, Mel, and HB. I'm going to go forwards here just a sec. Days, Mel, HB. And then we got McMuffin with Tolvanen. And we could go Lalonde. We could go Lalonde. What's Tolvanen's beef? Is he happy? He's happy. Teammates, team performance. Individual performance. He's happy, but his morale is kind of meh. Lalonde is scheduled as a third line, though. I wouldn't mind Zegras for like another season. Waitress is good on the third with Lalonde. And then you could have Robbins, Ludwinski, any of those guys. Zucker I don't really want to keep unless he's going to take a two-way. Yeah, I don't know. Both of them have pretty low morale. Wow, I got a lot of randos. Holmberg actually wants to resign. I would bet so. I was like, you gave him 10 million or something. Oh, we have a lot of guys. Okay. Question is Zegras. He doesn't want to resign, so his contract's a little high. His morale is halfway. I say we let him go, and maybe if we want to try and re-sign him, we can. 4.2 over 2 is not terrible. That is fine. Oh, I didn't want to negotiate. Oh, okay. Well, okay. What did I charm him to do? Contract. I didn't mean to go through this. Yes. Good negotiation. What does Ludwinski want anyway? That is fine. Zucker, I think we'll let go. Kidney also. Fine. Fairballet, a lot of people seem to like him. You know, whatever. That's fine. Colangelo's not too happy. Release. Got a lot of the same thing. Nick Paul, we're gonna release. Clarkson, probably release. Let's take a look. 3rd round pick. He did some work. I think we give him his entry level. Those guys will wait. I think maybe some of these bottom guys will release. That's fine. How are we doing for contracts? 34. Alright. Should be good. Trevor Zegras. Keep coming back to him. Do I sign him on the second line? I don't really want him for like 2 years though. He doesn't... I think we just release him, and if I don't know. Yeah, if I want to try and re-sign him, I'll try and re-sign him, even if it's like at a little more. I want to see what's out there. Leave like 16 million in cap. All right. What do we got in UFA? Nothing. RFA, okay. Goalies. Everybody's good. Okay. I think we're good to sim to free agency. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna argue with you. Good. 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 Alright, let's see what's available. Also, how much money I have. I have about $1 million. AHL associate coach. Mostly looking for teaching. Were you our previous one? I don't know. The associate? I need everybody. Okay. Give you a little extra. Assistant coach. Okay. The other one is hire scouts. I don't know if it's gone through the processing of that yet, so we'll give it a sec. Alright, now it has. We could use an AHL or an NHL. An AHL. Could use one in the queue. Do any of you handle the queue? D? In the queue? Stay in the queue? Okay. Maybe we could move somebody around. A and the O. Okay. Some Nordic nations, rest of the world. So maybe we do that. Okay. Okay. How does this look? All right, we'll see if those 4 sign. Signed free agents. What do we got? Minchikov. Some big money here, man. Nick Suzuki is up. William Eklund. Paige Thompson. Patrick Laine's back on the board. Brendan Carlo wants 5,775 for 4 years. Nobody is interested? I, for one, am shocked. Okay. I think I'll end it there. Next time we'll do our free agency and see how it goes with the coaches and everything. Thank you for your time. It was a long sesh. That's okay. We did a bunch of stuff. We narrowly missed the playoffs, though. We were so close. Maybe next year. Seems to be always the same. But thank you for joining me. Appreciate every minute you spend with me. Have yourselves a good one, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now, folks.